Hi everybody. Thanks for tuning in. My name is Ferrari Meehan and I am a painter here in Acadiana. And what you see right here is one of my proudest paintings of Elon Musk. I did this last year for 420 because that just so happened to be when he fired off the first rocket test flight for the Mars rocket. And if you remember correctly, it exploded. So I think that's pretty interesting because I did all these fireworks in there to celebrate when in reality it ended up blowing up, so it works even better. But anyway, I'm still waiting to hear from Elon Musk. His people haven't contacted mine yet, but I'm sure any day now. Very busy guy. But besides this piece, I've got quite a few more I'd love to share with you. My next piece is an original one I call Mother and Son. I spent quite a bit of time working on this one, and I'm very proud of it. Now, I normally don't do portraits. I know it's kind of hypocritical because I just showed one, but the truth is I've never gotten any formal training. And so people know me better for like pop art, superheroes, stuff like that. And so whenever I do a portrait, I always feel like I'm just being extra judged, and for some reason, no matter how hard I try, it just looks too cartoony. But I'm very proud of this piece, and I love taking commissions. So, I mean, anyone who's interested in seeing what they or a loved one might look like through my eyes, my imagination, I would love to find out with you. So, next piece is a little more my speed, actually. This here is a piece I did very, very early on in my career, and I loved it so much, I never sold it, even though many people tried to buy it from me. It's inspired by one of my favorite video game franchises, but of course very original, and I like to think of myself as the little mouse there, you know? Obviously the paintbrush. But here, if cartoons aren't your speed, perhaps maybe, speaking of speed, my Mustang. So I was commissioned to paint this piece, and I had never painted a car before. I was very, very nervous just because it was so sleek and professional, and I was told that Mustang would actually see it. So, yeah, but I'm really proud of how it came out. I love the fantasy of it. My client who commissioned it insisted on focusing more on the background and the environment, and so, as you can see, that's where the colors really come out. But I got commissioned by the same client to do another vehicle. I did this one when I was caring for my grandfather for hospice. Now, don't get depressed, because I promise you he's very much with us and very, very happy. It's a happy ending, but I always think of my grandfather when I see this piece, because the whole time I was working on it with his dementia, he always just kept saying, "Whoa, that's a real nice painting there, Slick. Oh, that's looking really good, kid." I always think of him when I see this piece. And finally, my last piece I'd like to share with you all. It may seem like a smaller painting, but this is my grandfather's favorite animal, the white tiger. And so I was inspired by the movie 50 First Dates because of his dementia. And so what I started doing was keeping a calendar, but also being very clear and concise about what's been going on, but only keeping it positive. And I'm still working on this, so I don't want to reveal too much, but it's my intention to eventually publish this here book. And it'll be my second published book. I do children's books usually. And so I guess the last thing I should share, speaking of children's books, is another commission I was given for coming up with mascots for Applebee's. So this is Mr. Apple, Miss B, and we call this little waitress here Miss Dolly. She's a sweetheart. And so, still waiting to hear back from Applebee's about these guys, but I'm very proud of all my work, very grateful that you listened to me, and if you're interested in getting some of my work or commissioning some work or collaborating on a piece, please contact me. I am local here in Acadiana, and I just love getting my work out there.